So words are a powerful element of being a human being. It's what separates us from all other species on earth. And the tool we use for that is the mouth. And there's a saying that goes like this: the mouth can bring blessing and cursing. And as it relates to this case with Chapelle, it seems like cursing for the most part. Let's be frank. It's not good. But in any case, guys, that's what I want to go into. It's what the things we say and the appropriate dispensation of what is cancel. That's what's bothering me now, because let's be frank here. Anything we say can be perceived in the wrong way depending on the person, where you are, and the situation. Let's be frank. So it's really ridiculous sometimes as to this saga right now. But let's keep on track here. So humor, by definition, is this: something that is or is designed to be comical or amusing. All right, it's an art form, and like any other thing, whatever form of how we dispense our words, it can influence. It doesn't create. It can influence either good or evil. Bad stuff like cult happenings like Jim Jones or Hitler, or it can influence or divert certain bad situations. And believe it or not, humor at its core, if you ever look at it in its nature, is making light of something that is bad. Let's be honest, guys. Most humor, believe it or not, you're criticizing, you're judging, you're making light of something that can be perceived as bad, okay, depending on who it is. And humor or joke pretty much is the same thing. It comes in different form. You have the physical, referred to as slapstick sometimes.
Funny people is how he quite literally brings the performance to the real world by interacting with unsuspecting
You have the self-deprecating. That's what most comedians like Chapelle are. Kevin Hart, stand-ups.
Know how I knew I was becoming a loser? I went to the movies by myself. Oh, shut up!
You have the surreal.
My name is Carla Shaw. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one.
You have the improv.
And Shamrock Shake.
Okay, Shamrock Shake.
In honor of our parents.
I will make one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Do you go in the water or the ocean a lot? Or some people hate the ocean.
No, I like the ocean. I do. I like the ocean very much.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you float a lot in the ocean?
Sure. What do you sink? It might be that cast iron heart.
Because I grew up.
You have the topical, that deals with based on current events or trends, i.e. Saturday Night Live. You have the observational, that's poking fun at everyday life. So at the end of the day, everyone on earth, irrespective of our sexual orientation, is dispensing some form of humor. Now the catch is this: what makes the LGBTQ exclusive from being poked at, that may make fun of? I mean, let's be frank, guys. Heck, if people are getting up and making fun of saying the name Jesus so loosely, that's offensive to Christians, or calling Allah and making cartoons about him, for the Muslims, or people saying you're fat, I'm gonna cancel you, or people say, people making fun of refugees, gets cancelled. Oh, you see my car is crappy, that's cancelled. Like, is that how we're gonna? Let's be frank, guys. If that's the case, then everyone will be we can't speak or remind. There's not a freedom of speech, there's no expression, because everyone's been walking on tippy toes. Okay, and it goes to say that the same group that's creating this uproar, they're guilty of the same thing, whether they intentionally or not do it. Let's be honest, guys. That's the thing when I'm coming to. The same thing. I mean, I can guarantee you the same people that are there of the LGBTQ orientation that are actually living it, or supporters of it, they dispense this on a regular basis, sometimes knowingly. So should we start to cancel? Are you being canceled? No. So if this is this, it's just weird. Now, am I saying, guys, that okay, let's lose it all things being equal, let's go wild, everyone can do what they say, and do whatever? No. Again, to the point that words can be a blessing and cursing depending on who it is, where, and the situation. You can't go and say, I as a black person, people be making fun of black people and calling them the N-word. Let's be frank. Because truth be told, people still do it, but I have to live with it. But people will do it in very sophisticated manner, believe it or not. In private, there are people who are of the LGBTQ orientation, are supporters of it, that are racist. And if they had the same mentality like people across the world, doesn't matter whether it's America, yes or no, they think that black people are still objects. And if they can make fun, if they can treat us the same manner like 100, 200 years back, they will do it. And that is the basis of Dave Chapelle's Netflix special. Even before I watched it, it wasn't about the sexual orientation. It was actually about race. Because let's be frank here, like I said in another video, you can have white, black, Asian, whatever same-sex person, but how law enforcement or society treats you, it's still your skin color matters more. Okay, that people need to really think about it. But it's ridiculous. I mean, guys, we need to. There is creative freedom. We should be given some level of creative freedom as it relates to humor, to dispense it as we see fit. It doesn't mean that we should go all willy-nilly and see what we want. We have to respect of certain people, groups, and situation. But the same case, guys, you can't just clamp down and say cancel for this, that, for the slightest whim of perceived effrontery. As I'm saying, it doesn't matter. That's not life. This would be a very dull world. But that's my 2 cents. I'm very curious to the ongoing saga with Dave Chapelle. I mean, he's still making money. I mean, the guy's a titan in the comedy industry. So this won't stop him. He's not apologizing. So let's